two. Now listen, I know most of y'all guys that are watching these videos have been in this state where you talk to women and you are thinking, oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, why does she reject me? Or why is this happening? Why am I not doing this? What am I doing wrong? And now in this video, right, I'll be sharing with you three things, three secrets you need to understand, and that will help you in your game effectively in communicating with a woman, and that will help you, you know, manage your communication effectively. And because at the end of the day, right, whenever I make my videos, I always want to explain what game is, because game is meant to be fun. The reason why we call talking to women in game is because we are meant to enjoy it, and not just we alone, but also the women we are conversing with are meant to enjoy it. Now, if you're new to the channel, right, welcome. And I don't want you to mind my background right now, because the background, like, I'm in my village, right? I'm in my village, and the village setting is, is village-ish. But I want you all to understand something now. Apart from the background, let's not digress from the main topic right now. And you might be hearing some sounds at the background. Yeah, I'm close to the road. That's why I'm close to the road. I'm making this video like on the way on close to the road. And I want you to understand something, like three things that will help you elevate in your game. And one of those things is, most of you guys talk. You just talk you just talk and your conversations does not lead anywhere. You just talk to women and your conversations does not lead anywhere. And that's like one of the things that's making you guys, that's what's making women reject you. That's very bad for your game. Like, whenever you talk in a conversation, right? Remember when what I told you guys in one of my videos one time, I said something that you have to go deep and not wide. Now let me tell you what going deep does for you. Going deep and not wide helps you in a way that each layer of your conversation that you say, each layer of things that you say builds onto the next. Each layer of things that you say to her builds onto the next. Now, most of you are asking women pointless questions. You're asking women questions that she doesn't even care about. Questions that every single guy is always asking her. Questions that at the end of the day, if she leaves you, she's going to forget it. She's not going to even think about the questions. Now, person like me, right? Whenever I talk to women, I'm this type of guy that when I talk to women, they live where, like, whenever whenever we leave each other, like whenever we go to, let's say we met on the way, right, and we were talking, and whenever we leave that same spot, she's going to go back and think, oh my god, this guy makes me think, like this guy makes me, it makes me do new things every time we meet. It makes me do new things and experience new things. And even that's why I always tell women, I want to reintroduce you to yourself. Let me reintroduce you to yourself. I always tell women that, because most of the things that they do, right? Most of the things that they do when they are with me, they never knew they could do them. But once they meet me, they know they could do all these things. They know. That's why you have to trust yourself, right? That's why I always talk about confidence, because confidence comes from self-trust. Now, you on yourself has to build yourself to a certain standard where you know and you understand all these things, and your life is like you're making your life work for yourself. You're always working on yourself also. Now, in order not to digress, what you say and how you say it matters. What you say and how you say it matters. That's also going deep and not wide. Listen, when I say what you say and not how you say it, now you could say something to a woman and she will take it as casual, but I will say something to her in a smooth and calm voice, right? In a kind of voice that deems like seductive or charming or something like that. A kind of voice that you need to understand when to switch your voices, when to change your tone of voice, and when to do all these things whenever you're talking to a woman, right? You need to understand how to manage your voice and how to like switch from being seductive and being flirting, and like sometimes like you have to make flirting your like way of life now. You have to make it something that is like built with you. Sometimes I even talk to women, I don't even want to flirt, but because it's like my own persona now, because it's now my own persona, like it's now something that like I do, and like unconsciously I just flirt with a woman. Another thing I want you to understand is recognizing opportunities. Most of you guys now are like, you suck at this stage. You suck at this stage, recognizing opportunities. Listen, whenever you're talking to a woman, right, your ear is most of your game. Your ear is majority of your game. You have to pay attention to what she says. You have to pay attention to how she words her things. Now you could even use what she says against her, right, and use it to your own advantage. I've done this countless times. Now you could use what she said against her and use it for your own advantage, because Whenever you pay attention, right? Whenever you pay attention to a woman and you're talking to, whenever you're talking to a woman and you pay attention, right? It helps you in a kind of way that you don't run out of things to say, because everything she says always redirects to another chapter. Everything she says always redirects to something else that you could build, that you could use to build something, to build. Once you are this kind of person that understands and recognize opportunities, right? You could build something up off of a spontaneous thing that she says, off of something that she's even said like from the beginning of the conversation. Let's say you guys are conversing and you're like 5 minutes into the conversation. Something she says from 2 minutes, when you guys were 2 minutes into the conversation, you could bring it back and like, emphasize on that and like want to like understand something like that. Like you want to understand what she says, right? But you are still like using it to blend into the conversation. And guess what? You guys are enjoying these conversations together. You are enjoying the conversations together, because at the end of the day, right, these conversations are meant not to be dry. Like you are meant to enjoy it. And I always tell guys, right, when guys come to me and ask me, what should I say when I walk up to a woman? Listen, a person like me, right? I always tell guys, I don't give scripts. I don't give scripts. I won't give you a script on how to talk to a woman. Just go there and do your thing. A person like me, I don't think twice before I go to talk to her. I don't think, what am I going to say when I get there? I just go there, and the mood, I just like let it, like just let everything flow. Because once you let it flow and like you don't think too much of what to say, that's the beauty of the game. That's the beauty of the game. Once you don't think too much of what to say, that's the beauty of the game. Because at the end of the day, right, this is like something you're meant to enjoy, is game. Why is it called game? Because you're meant to enjoy it. And once it's scripted, it's no longer a game. It's no longer enjoyable. The third thing I want you guys to understand in not running out of things to say and in conversing with a woman is, you're asking too many questions. Most of you guys ask too many questions, because this and the funny thing is, these questions you ask are not even important. They are questions that are not even needed. You ask questions, pointless questions that are not needed. Why would you ask her favorite color? Why would you ask her what she ate for dinner? Why, like, bro, what are you doing? Did you want to buy her dinner? Do you want to buy her dinner? Like, you have to understand all these things, right? You ask pointless questions. You need to ask a question that makes her think, a question that makes her think, a question that makes her prove herself. Listen, women will tell you they love you, right? But make her prove herself. Women will tell you they miss you, right? But make her prove herself that she really missed you. Make her do all these things to prove herself to you. You understand? And the reason why I say you guys are asking too many questions is, you ask pointless questions. You ask questions that are not needed in your conversations, questions that won't lead to anywhere. Why I said you should go deep and not wide is, stop asking unnecessary questions. Because once you start asking unnecessary questions, she loses interest in you. You're now like every other guy, every other random guy that she's been talking to, every other random guy that she has always met. Because listen, and now when you go deep and not wide, when you go deep and not wide, that's when you stand out. That's when you're unique. You're now unique from other guys. She thinks in her head now, oh, this guy is unique from other guys. He recognizes opportunities and he knows how to use his words effectively. He knows how to converse effectively. He knows how to be smooth. He knows when he needs to be smooth. He knows when he needs to be serious. He knows when he needs to take, like, he knows all these things. You need to recognize all these opportunities. And these three things I've told you in this video, right? They are things that would help you in your game as a guy, help you in your game and elevate in your game, not just in your game alone, not just in talking to women alone, right? But also in talking to people, even in your businesses. Because every time I make my video, right, although women are like the main basis of the video, right, but you need to understand that when you implement all these things, not just with women, but also in talking to people in general, and also in your businesses, it elevates you. It makes you move from a particular stage to a big dog stage. You move from the little stage to being a big dog.